So I'm curious now that I have a little better grip on the game mechanics, if how much I've actually overlooked at this point. Like, part of me wants to go back across the bridge and see if there's anything that I might have missed. Um, I think we're gonna head to the tunnels first, just because it sounds like we know there's something there. So, hightail it on over. I'm very appreciative of the fact that we haven't really encountered any combat in this game yet. It seems to be strictly a puzzle game, mystery game, adventure game. Um, I don't know if this is just due to the fact that I've played so many games at this point, or what, but it's very difficult for me to find combat in a game that doesn't become tiresome and repetitive. Uh, I really, really like games like Ratchet and Clank, where it's just all about playing with crazy weapons and um, defeating like these hordes of bizarre enemies coming at you. I actually really enjoyed the gameplay in Sudeki as well. It was a great action RPG. Um, but it's very difficult to find that good blend of combat and gameplay where the combat doesn't become a chore that you have to just put up with in order to get to the next bit of story for me. All right, we're not going to go up into the mountains. We're going to stay on this path over here. If you imagine that you're making a novelization of a game, then every time you come to a new town, you find a new puzzle, you find a new bit of the story, you could see yourself writing that out. But it's very difficult to imagine writing an interesting book where it's like, and then he was attacked by another skeleton, and then another skeleton also attacked him, and then yet another skeleton attacked him. But waiting in the shadows was another skeleton. It becomes repetitive. It doesn't really serve much narrative function. Um, Now, gameplay and combat in of itself is supposed to be just viscerally gratifying. But okay. So we're here at the tunnels. There was some mention about Mom having a key, which we obviously do not have. Now, could circle up and around. I think that's what I did before. So instead, we're going to backtrack a little bit and take one of those branches off the beaten path that we did not take earlier. I'm saying this specifically, again, in response to one of the other games that I recently played. This game reminds me of, which is Cryostasis. Um, Cryostasis became something of a slog to get through. It was kind of like, oh, okay, let's sit down and force ourselves to play through this. Partially because there were some really neat, creepy moments, some cool flashbacks, some cool little storytelling, but it was punctuated by these just long sections that became very monotonous, where we would kill zombie after zombie after zombie after zombie, and the gameplay itself